there. Shall I put it there? Does that look all right? Oh no!
Comes off,
Oh God, sorry. So hello, I'm Sarah. I am co-founder and research director at Cosmos. So we work in the education sector and we essentially improve outcomes for disadvantaged students. So we primarily deliver insights that give a really clear direction on what will and won't drive improved outcomes for disadvantaged students. And I think we're really kind of well known for our work in working with underrepresented students and also our research with underrepresented students. So to date, I'd say we've conducted research with well over 100,000 disadvantaged students. So we've been around the block a few times. Yeah, like I say, we've done a lot of research in this area. So that's primarily our focus and our aim. So yeah, there's quite a few problems that clients do come to us with, and the main problems that we see, particularly in the area of access and participation in terms of our work, I'd say three problems. So the first one is our clients really wanting to understand what interventions resonate with students and really wanting to kind of understand that and have the data that sits behind that as well. I think it's also not just students as a holistic group, it's those subgroups of students and particular activities that might resonate best with those students. And then second up, I would say the other problem that clients come to us with is generally around having that real insight into what interventions really do drive that measured outcomes for students as well. So it's really pinpointing and knowing that if they're going to invest in an intervention, that is going to have the outcome that they want it to have. And then last up is really building a robust evidence base. And I think in this area, it's really tricky, really tricky and really difficult to do, just because there is a lot that goes into evaluating activities and interventions and then really understanding what that means and the impact that that has on students. So I think really building up that robust evidence base is a key one. So we've developed a proven methodology that looks to address these issues that clients come to us with. And the methodology in and of itself is called the Student Outcomes Blueprint, and that's made up of these 5 key principles that's based on our evidence really, and also our experience in this sector. And what that really is for evaluating and measuring interventions for students specifically, and how best and how most effective to do that. And then what we see is that when we've worked with clients to embed this, what they see is some really kind of tangible outcomes. And first up is they are able to have a much stronger evidence base, and they're able to build that evidence base more effectively. And this is generally for interventions that actually work for their students also in their local region. I think that's an important distinction to make as well, is that not every intervention will work specifically in all regions. It's different for every region. So yes, they're able to have that. And just gives them more confidence really when they're making decisions about which interventions to deploy. And then second up, it really just takes the guesswork out of everything. You know, it's tricky in this area to really know what's going to land and what's going to resonate with students. And implementing the blueprint really helps our clients to, like I say, take the guesswork out, have that informed decision making and really understand what's going to work well and what's going to land first time really. And particularly in this climate that we're in, where budgets are being looked at more closely and they're wanting to make sure that there is value for the spend that they're having, this is really effective as well. And then last up is actually developing a really robust and sustainable framework for evaluating interventions as well. So it's being able to kind of consistently measure those outcomes, and again, like I say, feeding back into that evidence and knowledge base that they've built up. So yeah, we're really open to collaborations and partnerships, and are open to kind of conversations for any other Nexus community members who are working in the area of children, education, you know, improving outcomes essentially for students. Yeah, we're definitely open to that. And then something else to mention as well is we have a newsletter, an educator newsletter that's obviously free to sign up. You can go on our website, or you can follow me on LinkedIn on my page as well and sign up there. And essentially what you'll get from that is really practical tools and resources on how to effectively engage students, which are possibly a bit harder to reach, how to conduct a focus group with younger students, and we have some kind of specific tips and strategies that we've pulled into those videos as well, which is called our Lightning Skills series. And then on top of that, we also do a lot of interviews with thought leaders in the space. We do thought pieces as well, just in terms of really looking at those pressing issues for parity and access to higher education. And in relation to that, we do have a student outcomes podcast. So have a look at that as well. There's a few things there, a few resources. We're really committed to giving value back to the sector. So we really hope that these resources prove useful. But you can find that on Spotify and on YouTube as well. So yes, please do have a look and follow us.